they may otherwise never have the chance to meet. Jocko Willink is a former U.S. Navy SEAL, and he was on the Huberman Lab podcast a few weeks ago. And it's like a 3.5-hour interview that these guys do together, and I was listening to it on my way to a refereeing gig. And one of the many things they touch on is the idea of what a leader is, and especially what a leader in the military is. And he talks about those who are higher rank, those who are the leaders, as like leaders of a mob. And how there's this mob mentality, as groups tend to get. When something goes well, they can riot in a state of like happiness or euphoria, or they can riot in a state of anger or upsetness. And one person breaks a window, and then all of a sudden the whole mob is there breaking windows and rioting, and pillaging and that kind of stuff. Or the same thing goes the other direction for happiness, right? Or somebody tears down a lamppost because their team won the Stanley Cup. And he says it's the leader's job to keep the mob at like a pretty level head. So he gives the example of in the military, you go do a mission and it goes phenomenally. It goes exactly how you wanted it to, even better maybe than you wanted it to, even better than you planned for it to. And the tendency is the group comes back to base, and they can celebrate, and they can say, hey, you know what, like we're going to just go right to sleep because it went so great. There's nothing that possibly could have gone better for it. We don't have to debrief. We don't have to clean our weapons. We don't have to, go through our typical routine of debriefing. It was great. And it's the leader's job to say, you know what, guys, like, yeah, good job. That was awesome. We can celebrate and be happy with that. Here's what I could have done better. And here's how we could have made that go even better. And the same is true of the opposite. If there's some casualties, or if things don't go how you thought they were going to go according to plan, and you get back to base, and you're just sad and you're mopey, and the same thing can happen. You're going, you know what? We'll just do that tomorrow, right? We'll go through it. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. We'll go through the debrief tomorrow, and yeah, everything could have gone better there. And they get lazy or complacent, or their emotions get the better of them, and they don't stay disciplined enough to do the debrief that they know they're supposed to do, to clean the weapons like they know they're supposed to. And he just talks about how it's the leader's job to keep that mob mentality diligent and remain prepared and humble. And it's even when they're mopey, there's still something that they can do about it. There's still an action that they can take. There's still reflections that they can do. So I thought that was really interesting, because when we give our captains leadership responsibility, that we're entrusting them to do that with our team. And that's a big responsibility to ask a bunch of high schoolers or a bunch of college kids or whatever level you're at to do that and be responsible for their peers. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought it was really interesting. And that's it for today. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending some time with me today. Keep getting better every day.